Everybody, welcome to part one or two. Okay, it's two and a half. Okay, the first one was the original draft that I had to re-edit, and a lot of the art was very not that good, and I didn't really go in full detail explaining some of my concepts. This is going to be the main draft. Yeah. Also, I will show on screen here is the original art, uh, and I will also be going into full detail. And so now I will begin going and doing the art for Acid Breath. So this is going to be the first character we're going to do. Let's get into it. Okay. Acid Breath he's a very interesting character in Ben 10. Um, he didn't really get the circus freaks were kind of like small time. They're very goon centric and stuff like that. And if I was to do Ben 10K, if I was going to do a show, I would have handled things a lot differently. And we got a hint to them in the original draft of like the show and like the first Ben 10K episode, or was it? Yeah, it was the first one. He like there was a hint near the end about like the circus freaks and they're still around, and I figured like the only way for like some of the older villains to still be around is like they're half like they couldn't die. So I wanted to kind of make the circus freaks kind of like their standalone own gang, and I thought about even adding more members, but I wanted to save those for their own video. But I wanted to redesign each one. So Acid Breath here, like you saw in the original concepts, I wanted him to feel more like a Fallout, very, you know, a very interesting design where I wanted him to feel like he was very nuclear, because I thought in the future, like, there's no way if you can breathe out acid, that wouldn't affect you internally. And I thought it would be a pretty cool idea, like, if I wanted to mix a bit of, like, some Batman Beyond elements for a lot of the villains, because we only ever got to see Dr. Animo and stuff like that. So for me, with Acid Breath here, I wanted him to have, like, his suit and his mask, especially, his upper half of his face, his jaw, and all that stuff, it's practically gone. That mask is like hooked. Like it's like you know when like masks like release gas when they're unhooking and stuff like that. That's what this is. He's a lot more scarier, I think, in the future, and he's probably the one of the members that have now became kind of like the most calculating, the most level-headed, and he's also the most deadlier, because he's also like a walking nuclear thing. Maybe between the years of like him, constantly producing acid can be kind of like slightly radioactive. So I thought, what would be a cool idea is that his body becomes a little bit more radioactive, a lot more toxic, and his suit that he gets, controls that radiation, controls that, and he can release it in small bursts. But if he was to take the suit off, everyone would die. Like anyone in a 30 to 40 block radius would be dead. So, yeah. And I wanted also to have there be like a little bit of something interesting. So he can slightly deconstruct the molecules of his body to make like radioactive like constructs similar to atomics, where he got a bit of some atomics, like blood, whatever atomics is made out of, mixed in with his own body to like help easier radiate his already existing condition from Dr. Animo or whatever. And basically that better explains some things, and where he can construct his body and like his hands mainly or his feet into like some type of nuclear energy and reach out or make into weapons similar to like Venom, stuff like that, and all that. So yeah, rough idea. I think he would be more of the leader now. Zombozo would be completely gone, and it would be more like the Royal Flush Gang from Batman Beyond, which I've said multiple times. And yeah, so here is Acid Breath. And now to the other character, which I finished the other video draft on, which I can never remember the name of. Please tell me her name in the comments, but yeah, her turn. Okay, this one I gave a brief overview in the original video, but I did not get fully in depth. So, here's how I would see her, arc or story going. She would be probably a lot more deadlier too. Losing her hair, having like a certain kind of condition. She was kind of probably experimented on, or willingly experimented on by Elena. Maybe to gain her back her abilities or have more control and blah, blah, blah. Her hair is in her body is infused with nanites, but it only infests in her hair, giving her back her abilities. But she can control the density, like giving her like a new ability, like somewhat similar to like density shifting, but like she can make her hair into hard light or just make it into like a substance. So like her hair can be fire, and or make it into like weapons where she can turn her hair into like subsections, like into freaking Gatling guns or whatever. As you'll be seeing on screen, like a mini image. And stuff like that. And I figured with her, like her abilities were very like basic, similar to like Medusa from Inhumans in Marvel Comics, or Sindel from Mortal Kombat. It's just basically I can control my hair and use it as weapon, like stuff like that. And I was like, it's like kind of really basic. And I was like, how could I change it up? This is like a long time in the future. And I thought if the circus freaks were still around, they would have like some type of Batman Beyond technology based into them. So I figured this would work somewhat better. And I figured, hey, here's an idea. Let's do this. And yeah. So this would probably be what you would get. She would have some pretty cool like sub abilities, controlling like the density of her body. Maybe she can, with like nanites, her hair mainly, but maybe she can control like with her suit. She can actually produce like fire, similar to like a Mandalorian or something. Like she would be like each member of the group would be like a different circus performer. So like for Acid Breath, you'd be like the fire breather. For her, she'd be like the trapeze artists mixed with like almost like the fire thrower type person, like the with the sticks, mixed with that. Kind of like that. So yeah, she would be kind of that type of performer. She'd be more acrobatic. She'd kind of be like Harley Quinn style acrobatic mixed with like other stuff. So yeah, that would be more her style of things. And then you would have, the other, the last one on the list. But yeah, that leaves us with them. So hopefully you guys like this design. And here she is. And now in time for the last member, which was probably the most difficult one to come up with because he's very basic, and I kind of had a longer and harder time really trying to think without giving them like some stupid thing, and that is Thumbstall. Okay, memes aside, this one was very, how would I say, it was a pain. I went through several different altercations of doing this. I wouldn't say altercations. Several different versions, alternate versions. There we go. Several different alternate attempts at doing this character. And the one I settled on was a very simple concept. So for this one, I kind of thought in the realm, he's strong, he's a numbskull, he's kind of like the brute. He's not intelligent. He's the strong man. He's kind of like. Also, I would like to say that the design I went with was kind of a basic strong man, kind of biotech, look for Thumbskull. A little bit of Bane influence, but yeah, he's in the future. He's really hasn't changed too much. He's the numbskull. He's the brute. He's kind of like I wouldn't say he's the robotic ace like in Batman Beyond, but he's very just the strong man, and really simple as that. But yeah, that is the Thumbskull design, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Let me know down what you guys think in the comments down below. Oh, his power set. I would say he kind of just boosting his strength, kind of stuff like that, kind of like Bane or something. Kind of that's the best I can come up with. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see another one of these. This is the full actual version, and yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoy. If you guys do like the video, please share it so it helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to like the video, which is also very helpful, and also subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you're notified for all the future videos on the channel, and make sure to leave a comment let me know what your thoughts are, and and also let me know if you guys want to see more of this in the comments down below. So yeah, until next time guys, peace out and bye bye.